Hello, my darlings. I hope you are all well. Today we're going to be talking about imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is where we compare ourselves. We're just going to have a little bit of a chat about it today, and I'm going to share something with you that will hopefully change your mindset and help you not compare yourself so much. We do this so often. I'm just going to take a sip of my coffee, bear with me. We do this in so many areas of our life, in the way that we look. A lot of women and men, this is not just women, a lot of us were brought up being told how we should look. I know in my particular era, it was around the time when I was a young girl that looking at magazines and looking at people was to be skinny. It was like what did they call it? Oh, it was a particular drug they used to say. I don't know if I should say it, but they used to say the heroin look. And it was the skinny look. And that was deemed as what we should all look like. And the same goes for men. I can't speak for men because I'm not a man, but I'm sure that there was a narrative when you were a young boy, if you're a man watching this, when you were a young boy, that you should look or act a certain way. This is not just about looks, right? This is about who we should be, how we should be. If you're brought up in certain environments, certain culture, we live a lot of our lives believing whatever it is that we were taught growing up, whatever your structure is. So when you are seeing other people and you're seeing other people do well and thrive, but their beliefs do not match up to yours, you are going to compare yourself. So say that you see someone that you were always taught, without even realizing it, right? You were always taught that to be beautiful, you had to be thin. Yet you're seeing someone that's highly successful, that has a more curvaceous body, that is a little bit different to what you have been taught. Then you're going to look at them, and not only are you going to be like triggered without realizing it, you're going to compare yourselves to them because you've been taught one thing, and now this person that is beating the narrative, and this can go for people that are not beating the narrative, that have the same beliefs as you, right? If you don't feel like you quite fit the criteria that you're supposed to fit. And so we end up comparing ourselves. We do it in business. We do it with the way that we look. We do it with the way that we talk sometimes. People can do it in so many different ways where we compare ourselves to other people. Comparison is the thief of joy. Everyone is here to experience a journey. Even if you're someone that is starting to get healthier, starting to get fitter, and you're going to the gym and you're looking at other people and they look different to you, or their health is at a better state than yours is, you are on a journey, and you are on that journey for a reason, and it is to learn and it is to grow, and you are supporting yourself and being there for yourself by improving and by working on you. But it's you that you're working on. So when we then look at other people, and we're consuming so much content from other people, and we start to compare ourselves, it can stop us in our track. It can stop us in our path because we think, oh no, we shouldn't do it this way that I wanted to do it. I've got to do it the way that they do it. But actually, you've got to do what is right for you. The more that you compare yourself, the more that it's really going to tear you down. It's going to keep you small. It's also going to keep you in a box because everyone has a perception. And if you have a perception of a particular person and you are trying to be like them without even realizing it, you're comparing yourself to them, you're getting annoyed or jealous of them. If that is the case and you're getting annoyed and jealous of somebody, you want to really take the mirror and look at yourself, because that is a trigger that is showing something within you. When we are focusing on ourselves and take the focus away from others and focus on our own journey and away from them, we take ourselves out of the box that we've put them in. So we all have a perception of somebody, right? We all have perception of different and various things in life. And whether we mean to or not, because our brain is linear and the way the human mind works, we put these people in categories and boxes, right? Subconsciously. So you may put someone in a certain appearance box as more of an alternative person. You put people in boxes without realizing it. So when you constantly compare yourself, you are then putting yourself in a box that doesn't exist, or a box that we don't want or we don't need. I always say this: get rid of the box. We don't want the box. We don't need the box. The box doesn't exist. We don't want it to exist. Be yourself. Allow other people to be themselves. Try your best not to put them into a box. Like I say, the mind is the brain is linear, so sometimes we do automatically do that without realizing. But as long as you can't become consciously aware that person, or you're not judgmental if that person sways out of wherever they are and they're just authentically being themselves. We have to become aware of when we are trying to make ourselves small, and when we're trying to put ourselves into a category or into a box. And I think one of the most important things to remember when you're struggling with imposter syndrome, I know this happened for me a lot in my business. When I first started my work as a psychic medium, I would compare myself to other people and compare myself to their achievements, when everybody's journey is different. And when you start comparing yourself, you almost give yourself this tick box that you should complete this at a certain time, or you should do this at a certain time. But that's not right, because that's not your journey. And there is only one you. That is the most important thing to remember. We only want there to be one of us, right? We don't, like I said, we don't want to fit into a box. We also want to be able to be authentically ourselves. And when we constantly have this chitter chatter in our mind where we're saying, oh, I should be more like that, or they're doing that, so I need to do it, then you're shrinking yourself and you're not allowing yourself to be that one you that you are. You cannot replicate energy. Okay, so you can try and be like someone else. You can take tips. I definitely think you can take tips, and you can be inspired by people. 100% you can be inspired by people, but we don't want to completely replicate somebody else, because that's not authenticity. We want to be able to be ourselves, because like I said, there's only one you. We are the average of the top 5 people that we spend our time with. We do become like the people that we surround ourselves with, but there is a difference to matching energy and frequencies and becoming the average of that than there is to... There's a wasp in my house. Anyway, I'm just going to keep going. Then there is to try and be them. They are two completely different things. You can... Is he going out the window? No. Can you hear him? It's okay, buddy. It's all right. There's the window. Ooh. Anyway, energy can flow. So when you're surrounding yourself with certain people, you may find that you may say similar things to them, or you may quote similar things, or you may be inspired by similar things or the same things. But there's a difference to being inspired and energy flowing than there is to try and be like them and to copy them and to try a lot to be like someone else rather than just being yourself. And when it comes to business, right? So if it's business that you're finding that you are struggling with imposter syndrome the most, people will sense this in your energy. Authenticity is the highest vibration. It will attract the most to you. And if you are not quite being yourself and you are almost pretending to be someone else, even if it's subconsciously and you don't realize it, then it's going to be harder to attract the people that you want to attract into your business, the clientele that you want to bring into your business. So remember, there is only one you. There is only supposed to be one you. If you're struggling with being yourself, take a look at my website, take a look at some of my other videos. It's really important to find our true selves and who we really are, and to be as authentic as possible, and to get rid of that self-sabotaging, procrastinating, copycat behavior. We want to get rid of those things. We want to be able to be completely and utterly ourselves. So take a look at those things, because they may help you. And I hope it has helped you to realize that there is only one you. You are more than enough. There is a reason that you were created, not like anybody else. So lots of love and light to you, my darlings. And I hope you enjoyed this video.